Ciao. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Look at that. I anticipated you before that you even noticed that we were on mute. I already noticed it. I saw it and I already corrected it. Ciao Juventini of the world. I hope you're all doing well. Look at that. We are back and I see that we have already a lot of messages and already a lot of people in the chat. I will take it easy today. I will keep my promise. It's not a long live. I will explain also why. What we will do today is, of course, we will keep us up to date about the last Mercato news because we know it. From 11 p.m. Italian time, we have a lot of Mercato news that are coming because in the morning the agents are sleeping, so we have to wait until the night. We will from the moment that we have new news, we will speak about it. But one thing that I want to do together with you guys is this one. I want to go and compare all the defenders that are linked to Juve, but also Matthijs de Ligt. Let's compare them. Matthijs de Ligt, Bremer, Gabriel from Arsenal, Pau Torres. If you have one more, we can add one more. You guys, you can decide to see which one will fit best, but I will not do a long live. Guys, we have to speak about here. This guy. Matthijs de Ligt. Not sure if he will leave or not. Not sure if he will leave or not because... we don't know if Bayern will pay the price that Maurizio Arrivabene he asked because he wants around the 90 or 100 million. Why do I not want to do a really long live? Because Jacob is asking me, Ciao Beppe, how are you? First of all, thank you Jacob for asking the question. I don't feel good. Like I wanted to start like 40 minutes ago. I was about to start. I didn't plan yet, so I didn't announce yet. And at a certain moment, I didn't feel bad. Good. I don't know. My heart, maybe I drank a bit of too much of coffee, or I pushed a bit too much with the videos and these kind of things. So I didn't feel that well. So even now I'm a bit shaking, so I will be a bit calmer. Otherwise, I will not sleep today. So guys, before speaking about Zaniolo and all the other people, let's speak about Juventus. But first of all, let me say hello to all the people. The first one was Yusef Mirmo. Ciao Yusef. We have Marvin in the chat. Ciao Dino. Ciao Nicola Milenkovic. No, not Milenkovic, but G10UV. We have Bogdan who is there as well. Samuel Escano. Ciao Juventini of the world. Juventus Football Club. Juve, let's go. Ciao Dan Barile who's saying we have to accelerate for Pau Torres because he's a great defender. Ciao Jacob again. Thank you for asking. If we are looking for a cheap options and have Serie A experience, I would go for Teate from Bologna. Good player. Belgian player, good player. I agree. Not sure if he's the one that will reinforce our defense, but a good one. Ciao Rocco to glory. Always present. King Chiesa as well. Gravui. Because I was always saying Gravuj. I didn't answer your Instagram message yet, but I will do it. Gravui. Who is there? Miklos Henrik. We saying ciao Beppe. Let me take my ice cream because I'm sure it is coming to the Beppe showtime. Ice cream is always good. I'm a big fan of ice cream. Ciao Ninib. Ciao Javi from, if I'm not wrong, from South Africa. Yeah, that's the flag. Ab is saying Beppe, let's see if you will be on time today. I am on time. I believe I'm on time. Ciao Andrew. Ciao Mikey. Ciao Marco Mallorca. Jordan is there as well. Stavros. Louis Pace. Pavol. Thomas Makluf, always present. What a man, what a man. Ciao, Paul Ibarra, Anthony Isgro. Guys, I promised that I would do 5 membership gifts, and I did. While I was in Premiere Live with the video with Adrian from Rabona TV, speaking about, what's the name? What's the name of the guy? Angel Di Maria, I already forgot. While we were live, I did 5 membership gifts. I promised it, I did it, and... I will try to do it next time as well. Penalty for who? For who? I don't know. I can't follow. Ciao Chef Cristo, who's there? Ciao Beppe, welcome back. Thank you. Now that we said hello to a lot of people, ciao Taha, ciao Defender. We have to speak about the defenders, by the way. Now that we speak, we say hello to all the people. Energy drink. No, on the way. No. I believe that's the problem. I drank a bit too much of coffee, energy drinks, and these kind of things. So let's be a bit tranquillo today. No more. Hey, you see, guys. Coffee is not good, huh? You know what? I will buy mate. Apparently mate is good, like the Argentinian guys. And then we do a live where we show how to do mate. I want mate. That will be my next purchase. My next purchase. Why am I saying my next purchase? Because, of course, Ciao Hanin, he's always late. I know, he's always late. Why am I speaking about my next purchase? Because before starting speaking about the defenders, it arrived today. You know that I already had this one, the replica of Giorgio Chiellini. You know that here, a replica of Giorgio Chiellini. Beautiful shirt, absolutely yes. But now this one arrived, and what a jewel. The authentic version. You can see really the details, details, how it is made, the texture, also the badge that is different. Champions League badge this time, because we go for Champions League. I really love it, and especially here, guys, mamma mia. Mamma mia, the number 10 of Paul Pogba arrived home. I'm super happy about that one. Super happy. So I didn't do an unboxing video because you already know the shirt. So it made totally no sense. I put it on TikTok. Sometimes we have to do these kind of things. TikTok, full power TikTok now. TikTok and Instagram. Ciao Azzurri Juve, who's there as well. Beppe, did you start working out? You look good. No, but I really should. Ciao Hosar, I believe the best option for center backs is Bremer and whoever Napoli want to replace. So before starting comparing them, guys, we have to go for one news, and it's this one of Italian news that was reporting the words of Di Marzio. But meanwhile, I will launch a poll for the one that you would prefer if we really have the opportunity to have a center back. So we go with a poll. I can only put 4 names. So next center back, if possible, keep De Ligt. I will put the option. Go for Bremer, go for Pau Torres, or give me another name, or Gabriel. I will put Arsenal so that you know who we are speaking about. So we have only 4 options. They are in the chat. No, Bremer and Pau. I see the message. That's maybe a bit too much. That's maybe a bit exaggerated. Pau is bigger than De Ligt. I already see the messages here from King Chiesa. Guys, the poll is open. You can start voting on the poll. Hey, we have a new member. Akram0407 became a new member. Di Maria is coming to say hello to you. Thank you, Akram0407. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And you see, our friend here is coming to say hello to you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. We also have Siamak, who's there. Ciao, amico. Ciao, my friend. So, now that we spoke about and we thanked also Akram, we have to go here. Because Di Marzio is going with a bit the trend of the moment. He's saying at the moment, De Ligt stays at Juventus. Juventus management wants 90 or 100 million for the defender. Bayern is offering 65 million euro. So that's a big difference. That 25 million at least difference. In all the other situation, it should already have collapsed. You know, when there is 5 million, 10 million, you can discuss. When there is a gap of 25 million euro, that's a lot. Where teams, they said, you know what, we tried, we informed, but let's give up because it's too much. We can't go for 25 million gap. It's impossible to close that gap because it's too big. So let's stop. Let's not do it. Before that, I forgot to say thank you to Philip Rosada that just extended for 6 months. Philip Rosada, thank you, my buddy, who's saying ciao Beppe, Gabriel, and Bremer in January. So Gabriel immediately and Bremer in January. Because Philip, he knows what we are speaking about. Because we know that for our friend Bremer, there is a clause of 15 million euro that will be active from January on, with, of course, the big problem that you will have a lot of competency there. The competitors will increase even more because 15 is a real bargain. It's a joke. We have Juan Echeverri that became a member of the channel. Grande Juan, grande as well. And you know what? It's Pogba that will come just to sign for you. Grande Juan, thank you for becoming a member. Guys, we have to continue. We have to speak about the options of De Ligt, yes or no. As I told you, at the moment, Juventus, they want their money. They are saying, you know what, we want really our money. Because he has a clause of 120. We don't understand why there are clubs in Premier League that are able to spend 40 million euro for Koulibaly that is 31 years old with 1 year of contract, and they come for De Ligt and they ask us to sell him for 65 million euro. This is not possible. We love the player. We believe in the player. We understand that after 3 years in Serie A and probably 3 of not the most beautiful years of Juve in recent history, he can look for something else. Maybe he feels that his school at Juve has finished with winning Scudetto, Supercoppa and Coppa Italia. He had 3 trainers. We know it, that also the fact that we are defending a bit lower and he loves to defend a bit higher can influence his decision. I always said De Ligt is never going for a decision of money. So it's not the money that is attracting De Ligt. We understand that. I always said I will not change my opinion about De Ligt because De Ligt is a great defender. He made some mistakes. Guys, he arrived at 19 years old as a sub, and from the second game he had to be a starter in Serie A. So we can also sometimes forgive some players. I saw already some insults on social media under the post of De Ligt, and I was really sad. I don't understand why, if someone is taking a life decision or he wants to go for a new challenge in his life, we have to start insulting after 3 years of real big professionalism of the player, because he never played really bad in terms of behavior. He was always respectful towards our colors, showing some love. So if he decides to leave, he probably has his reasons. I would prefer to keep him, of course, even if there is a problem in keeping De Ligt. So let me read a bit of your comments and then we continue with the last news about De Ligt, that Juventus didn't give up the idea of keeping De Ligt. They didn't give up yet because they are clear and sure that showing, not only with the signing of Pogba and Di Maria, but showing the plan of rebuild and the plan of becoming even a stronger team than in the last years, De Ligt could change his mind and say, you know why, maybe I'm doing a mistake. And I already saw him smiling in training today and yesterday. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? So let me read a bit of your comments, guys. People are saying Nikola Milenkovic. We will speak about him as well if you want to. Of course, we can speak about Milenkovic. Marco, waiting for Lewandowski. Hey, you will have to wait a really long time then. Love the content. I don't like the defender that are being mentioned as they are all ball playing defender, and that's not what we need, as we already have Bonucci and De Ligt. We need hardcore defenders. Really beautiful tactical analysis of Giancarlo, because that's also important when you are going for a player. He needs to be great as a defender, but also he has to pair with the other one. And who is the other one at the moment? It is Bonucci. So beautiful one, especially because we need someone that if De Ligt leave, that has a bit of muscles, a bit of physicality, like Giorgio Chiellini was able to be. Bremer is gonna cost 90 million in a few years. Yes, depending where he goes. Because if he stays at Torino, I don't believe that he will reach this money, because he can leave for 15 million. Hossar, keeping him now would just mean postponing the center-back problem 1 or 2 years. Seems like either the way that De Ligt will leave. Maybe, we know it. De Ligt is not a born Juventino. He's not an Italian guy that loves Italy. He loves Italy, but he has not born there. So of course it's a player that has ambition, and depending the ambition of Juventus, he can stay or he can leave. Now I have to admit, I never believed in De Ligt staying 10, 15, 20 years, but that's not what I believe for any single player. This time, even in the past, it was not that common to stay like 15, 20 years. You had some exceptions. Totti, Del Piero, these kind of players, Buffon, Chiellini as well, if we are speaking about recent history, but there are always exceptions, these loyal players that are staying for the entire career. Guys, if all the players would stay, there would be no Mercato, never, and the teams would be the same for every single club. So So that they are leaving at a certain moment, why not? That's what I already explained it on the live. I prefer to have a player that is remaining 3 years at Juve, but it is at the top, than a mediocre player that is staying 15 years. And if I'm speaking about the mediocre players that are staying really long, we saw in Alexandro that for 3-4 last years was not at his top of his performances. So guys, what do we have to what do we want? Of course, the ideal world is a best player that is giving great performance that is remaining 15 years. But it's not always happening. We know that. I'm a big believer of Pau Torres at the moment. Who is winning? In the 4 options, it's Keep de Ligt, 41%, followed by Pau Torres with 29%, 27% for Bremer, Gabriel with 2%. So nobody wants Gabriel. That's a good one. I'm also not really convinced, but let's check then a bit later. I feel we should go all the way for Torres and still have at least 30 million for Milenkovic. Milenkovic and Torres should be our higher priority. Kimpembe is an option as well, just in case. Kimpembe apparently strong voices also on Chelsea, and he would prefer Chelsea than Juventus. Not sure about Kimpembe. He only knows Ligue 1. Of course, he played in Champions League. He's a starter at Paris Saint-Germain. I'm not 100% sure about Kimpembe, guys. Milenkovic as a sub, yes. As a starter, no. Saif, if we can win Serie A and go further in Champions League, we can keep de Ligt, I believe, if he's not leaving now. Beppe, I have a 4D chess move. Give de Ligt to Bayern, take the 65 million euro, but, hear me out, they have to give us Lucas Hernandez, who can play right back or center back. Well, Juan, it's a good option. We talked about that 2-3 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago probably, when we were already speaking about de Ligt, and there was the first contact with Bayern when they were saying there would be probably an insertion of a counterpart. So it's a good idea, because I would say why not 65, but that's a lot, because Lucas Hernandez already has a value of 60, so I don't know if they will reach that, because that would be a lot, really a lot. But 50 plus Lucas, why not? I would not say no personally. The biggest surprise of the Mercato is that no one mentioned Milik so far. They did Hossar, but it went away really fast, luckily. Until the January, it's only 3.5 months of matches. Yes, but a lot, because it's really packed. Really packed. We start also earlier. Jordan, Beppe, did you see that Atletico is trying to get Molina? I heard about it, yes, we spoke about it in the video. I didn't know how close they were, but OneFootball was already reporting. Simeone is... There were 2 teams on the player, Juventus and Atletico Madrid, since the beginning, with the love of Simeone for the player. But they were stagnating, they were not sure to go for him because the amount was quite high. Juventus always interested in Molina, but they wanted a lot of money, and the problem is that we are with a lot of people on the right side, so I can understand. Maybe we were in talks to maybe insert Quadrado to Roma to have Zaniolo. As it doesn't succeed, guys, it starts to be really difficult. You can't just go with 25-30 million for Molina and having like 4 people on the right side, plus Di Maria, plus eventually Zaniolo. These players are playing offensively, of course, but can be a problem, especially if you're looking at our left side. Sisman, Beppe, you are the most logic person towards de Ligt. It's not logic, guys. I always said it. I like him. Why should I change my narrative now and say I don't like? It's my boy. I love Matthijs de Ligt. He has some progression to do. He did some mistakes, of course. But can we say that he's a bad player? No. If he stays, I'm happy. Now, we will go in a second on these ones. But before going on these ones and comparing them, just one thing. My problem, and that's my only problem, with Matthijs de Ligt is the duo, because I don't believe that Matthijs de Ligt is the perfect player to play next to Bonucci. First of all, because there are 2 right foot players. Then there are some right foot players that can play on the left side of the field as a center back. Some are able to do it because they can use both feet, because they have something natural in terms of movements to play a bit more on the left side, but that's not the case of De Ligt, and that's not the case of Bonucci. So neither of them are able to play on the left. So when De Ligt is playing on the left side, he loses a bit of his abilities at the moment. In the future, maybe he will grow on that position, but today he loses a bit of strength there, and we have some problem. I don't believe it's a perfect duo. Also because when De Ligt is playing with Bonucci, you don't see the best version of Bonucci. When he was playing with Chiellini, Bonucci was a lot better than when they were playing with De Ligt. So you lose a Bonucci, a percentage of the qualities of Bonucci, and you lose a percentage of the qualities of De Ligt. Can be a problem, can be a really problem. I receive a message in the Telegram group about Mo El Shahali, who's writing the words of Di Marzio. Molina close to moving from Udinese to Atletico Madrid. Guys, it is what it is. Just this one made me laugh before starting the live, guys. Before starting the live, you see, 0 views. So we didn't start yet. We already started with 1 dislike. Who is it? Is it an Inter fan? Is it a Napoli fan? Is it maybe Simeone that wants Molina? Is it De Ligt maybe that is jealous and not happy because I didn't put him on the thumbnail? I don't know. Or maybe it's some Juventini that are a bit hating because we are doing really well with the community. So you know what I want to ask you? Let's fight against that dislike that probably increased since. But let's fight again that dislike and make it over the 100. We just reached the 100. Grande, guys. It is what it is. We have to accept it. No, you know, I accept dislikes when the video is busy. Some people, they don't like my face. They don't like what I'm saying, whatever. What I don't like is the dislike just to dislike before we start. Guys. Ciao Ali. Ali is saying, Beppe, honest question. If De Ligt leaves, who should replace who? That's what we will try to figure it out now. Because there are some options. We will try to find the best one. Ciao Rad. I think we will play 16-17 match of Serie A in the first half. This should be considered the Mercato strategy. We'll play 16-17 games, absolutely, and also Champions League games. Coppa Italia start after the World Cup, so we don't have to worry. Supercoppa, unfortunately, we will not participate this time. So, yeah, these are the things that we have to take into consideration. Pay attention, Kenan. Hey, Kenan! He has the same name as Yildiz. Kenan Yildiz. And here we have Kenan Dolovac. Dolovac, I think it's Dolovac with a ch. Instead of or it's I don't know. Grande. What is he saying, our friend? Because he's giving a donation, and I see that YouTube, they are investing in the graphics, in the layout, because now when you are doing a beautiful donation, thank you for that. In the chat you see all these beautiful stars. I like that. Grande, YouTube. And you heard, of course, Di Maria saying
La Juve.
La Juve, guys. Ciao, Beppe and all the Juventini. We finally have someone who can score. And on free kicks, great topic before going on the defenders. With Pogba and Di Maria. Something we have missed in recent years. I agree, the last free kick that we scored was Quadrado. Quadrado scored a free kick. It was not in Serie A. So in Serie A, 0 last year. The last one in Serie A, we have to go back to Juve Torino with a goal of Cristiano Ronaldo when he had that strange ponytail that I really appreciate and liked. I love that look, by the way, of Cristiano Ronaldo. But it's totally correct what you are saying. I saw some free kicks with the left foot from Di Maria and the other one from Paul Pogba. Great ones. Vlahovic already took some free kicks. Quadrado, we just nominated him, is one that already scored one. Penalty kicks, we have no worries there because there is Bonucci, there is Pogba, there is Vlahovic. So I believe that in terms of set pieces, we did also a progression. Something that we didn't talk about a lot. Thank you for your donation, Kenan. Really appreciate it, my friend. And also with a beautiful comment. Thank you, Cecilia, for being here. If De Ligt stays, would it be only 1 year? Is that so? We have to buy another midfielder this summer. We don't know. First of all, we don't know if De Ligt will stay. That's the first question. We don't know. The second question is we don't know how long, because if he stay, he can do two things. He can stay one more year because he has 2 years of contract and then leave. He can stay and lower his release clause. He can do a lot of things. We don't know. Buying another midfielder, Juventus, there are always some contacts with Paredes. We don't know. At the moment, I don't know, because we have so many midfielders. We have to take decisions. At the moment, Ranocchia is still there. Ranocchia, Fagioli, Rovella, Miretti. And Juventus said it really clearly to Max Allegri. They said, we will keep 2 or 3 of these youngsters in first team. You decide who. We will not force you. You decide. You want to go for Miretti and Sule? We go with Miretti and Sule. You want to go for Fagioli and Rovella? We go with Fagioli and Rovella. 2 or 3 of these youngsters, we want to keep them in first team. But these youngsters, they need to play. It's not just to have them and play a second here, a second there. No, they need to be involved in the 22 players, whatever competition. You want to play them in the easier games and you want to go with a slow progression, we accept, but they have to be part of it. So at the moment, I already told you that we have 4 midfielders from the youth, plus Ramsey is still there, will not stay. Arthur is still there, will not go to USA. McKennie, Zakaria, Rabiot, Pogba, Locatelli. We have too much. So before going for new ones, I believe we should first sell, because we didn't start our selling Mercato, and that's a big one. Of course, the De Ligt situation is priority at the moment. We keep him or we sell him. We have to decide. We have to decide. I see 134 likes. Grande, guys. So, guys, can we compare? Thank you, Beppe. Way too many. It's true. We have too much. Then, if you want to say that the midfielders are not top quality, that we still miss something, that's another discussion. I can accept that. But in terms of quantity, we are a lot. We are really a lot. Miretti under 23 and Juve. Guys, I tell you what I heard. Massimiliano Allegri, he said, Miretti, I take care of him, he stays with the first team. I don't know about the other ones. Sule should be in the first team. Why? Because he's not a midfielder. And he should be integrated in the offensive line. Can they play a few games with under 23? They can. But maximum, no, it depends how much they play with the first team, depending. But, guys, I don't know who we will keep. Miretti, I know that Allegri is really putting a lot of trust on the guy. Probably because he already saw him. Fagioli is probably a bit better than Miretti today because he played more. There are 2 years of difference. Miretti is 18, Fagioli is 21, so there are already 3 years of difference between the two. In 3 years at that age, there is a lot that you can do. And Miretti is stronger at 18 than Fagioli was at 18. So at the moment, I believe that Miretti is one that will stay. Ciao Yamo. Grande Yamo. So can we start comparing, guys? Can we start? Louis Pace, center forward. Who do we actually have to and how many? But center forward, if we are speaking about Vlahovic, we have one. And before thinking about another one, Arnautovic, whatever other, Milik, Icardi, you know that they always come back. Juventus will still try for Morata. Probably because of a promise that they wanted to try, so they will. So I have put here 4 players, guys. Do we agree that we can go comparing these 4? Matthijs de Ligt, Gabriel from Arsenal, because I saw a news that he's still on the list of Juve. Bremer, Pau Torres, or should we put another one? I want to go to max 5, guys. 4, I would agree with these 4. Do we put another one? At the moment you have said 43% keep de Ligt, 26 Bremer, 28 Pau Torres, 4% Gabriel from Arsenal. So I stop the votes now. And I told you it's not a long live today, because I feel already better. Badiashile, We have Caio Giorgio, but also him from January, Alexander. Akanji. We have Akanji. Gvardiol, I would love to put Gvardiol in even, but the problem is that I never heard his name linked to Juve. So it should be really a pity to put Gvardiol to start to dream, and then at the end he will not arrive. Milenkovic, Laporte was a few weeks ago. Kipembe, Badiashile, Acerbi. No, by the way, Napoli, they lost their target. There was a Asian player target, Kim, I don't know what, and he will go to Rennes. Can you imagine preferring going to Rennes than Napoli? Mamma mia, disaster. So, guys, can you tell me who we go for? Wait, I see here. Milenkovic 2 times, Badiashile 1, Badiashile 2, Kipembe, you want Kipembe, huh? Rugani. You want Rugani. Maguire. Marco Mallorca always with the same joke. Maguire. No, I will not put Maguire. And now you started. Guys, I think that Badiashile is winning. Let's put Badiashile. Badiashile. Here he is. Benoit. We have 5 players. That's the maximum. So guys, I can't make everyone happy. I know about Arthur Teate. Juventus was looking for him a bit in formation, but they give up. So let's go with comparing them. We see we are speaking about 2021. We have we can't move them. Damn. I would have loved to move them. Okay, it's okay. So at the moment I have these comparisons. If you want to see about Pau Torres, we will do like that so that you are able to see him as well, because now it's a bit covered with me. So if you are speaking about last season in their respective league, we are not speaking about Champions League, we are looking at the total here, and then you have the per 90 minutes, that the average of the 5 defenders, with De Ligt here in yellow. Why? Because he has blonde hair, that's why. So we see that actually the one that plays the most game is Gabriel, 35. But is that a big difference with Villarreal, Pau Torres, Bremer and De Ligt? No, it's not a big difference, because they played 33 games and then 31. The one that played less is here, Badiashile from Monaco with 24 games. So that's 11 games less than Gabriel that we see. So why is it? I don't know. Is it because of an injury, or is it because he was not starting in the beginning of the season? I don't know. But let's see if the stats, what are the stats saying here? Stats of injury. Did he had some injury in the beginning of the season? 2021, yes. He missed 17 games in total. Hamstring injury 2 times and 1 time coronavirus for 1 game. You see, it's important to go and to check the differences. So we see that at the moment, but yeah, okay, hamstring, it happens 1 time, long one, but it's okay. Havard Hansen, he wants me to put Pinsoglio there to compare. Beppe, Gatti will surprise us, better than a starter. But Gatti is already ours, so maybe later we can check a bit with Gatti. So that's about this. In terms of minutes played per average, they are all starters. They always play their full game, so we can rely on them. They are not players that entered in the middle of the game. By the way, happy birthday to Danilo. Danilo, birthday today. So let's go first a second on Twitter. I want to say congratulations to Danilo, because I like Danilo, guys. Let's say congratulations to Danilo. Beautiful graphic. Attenzione. What's happening here? Okay. Happy birthday to Danilo. Grande Danilo. How old is he now? 31 or 32? I don't know. 31 or 32? Let me check. Blah, 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 blah. We don't know. We don't know. I don't know. Who can check that for me if he's 31 or 32, Danilo? By the way, we are speaking now about Danilo because it's his birthday, 31. Thank you, Jacob. But, I believe it's 31 as well. But Danilo, there are some rumors that are saying that he can potentially start to be a center back. Maybe not as a starter, but playing some games as a center back. And there were already some rumors of trying to test a three-man defense that could be a solution depending on the market of the center backs that we do. Could be. Can you imagine Bonucci in the middle, Danilo on the right, and Gatti on the left? Can be a solution. I don't know. But one thing is 100% sure. Massimiliano Allegri will try to find a position for him because he's really counting on him on the locker room, but also on the field. Super important, Danilo. So, let me check the other comments that you're writing. Azzurri Juve is writing, I hope that De Ligt stays, but if he goes, we better get someone before he leaves, or the team selling will pull our pants down and steal our wallets. It's a great observation, and the same as Cecilia is saying as well, that Danilo could be a center back in the future, already this season. But to come back on Azzurri Juve, it's a great observation, but I believe that Juventus, they will do everything under the radar. So from the moment that they will nearly announce a player, when there will be the here we go or the done deal or whatever from the journalist, Juventus would already have and bought a player and sold a player. So it's just a matter of when do you announce and when do you do. So how long will it take? I think it will still take a bit more than 10 days before the situation is done. We have a new news. Pay attention. There is a new update. I told you, when there are some news, I go for it. So Sampdoria are thinking about Marco Piazza from Juventus for the attack. Also him. He's still there in the team. On loan. Could be good. Also, even if it's a free loan. And then Nico Schira was saying, as I said and explained more than a month ago, Juventus were never in the race for Molina and never made an offer, as they have already 3 right backs in the group. We knew it. Quadrado, Danilo, and De Sciglio. It was always and only Atletico Madrid cashing the Argentinian fullback. It's a pity, because a good player, the guy. It's a pity. Sometimes you can't have everyone. Harry Maguire! It's time. So, we continue with our game, because I like that game. Let me go back. So, in terms of goals, if you are looking at the total goals in their league, so we are not taking care of the Champions League or other competition like Coppa Italia and so on, we see that the best scorers are Pau Torres with 5 for Gabriel, 3 for De Ligt, 3 for Bremer, 1 for Badiashile. So if you are looking at that, 5 goals in La Liga is good. 5 goals in Premier League is good. 3 in Serie A, it's not bad. 3 in Serie A is not bad. So we have players that have the possibility to go from 3 to 5 goals per season, especially on corner kicks. Badiashile also there, also because probably he played a bit less, was not able to make the difference here. Still a young player, super young player, the youngest one, so we have to be patient also with Benoit. But only 1 goal for him. In terms of clearances, how much? The best one is Bremer with 131 in total, 109 for Magalhaes, only 97 clearances for De Ligt, 67 for Benoit. But here we have to go per 90 minutes. And per 90 minutes, we see that the best one is Bremer. We really remember the Serie A season of Bremer. He was exceptional. He was everywhere. And you will see it also in interception and in blocks. The guy is a beast. The same blocks as Pau Torres and De Ligt, But look at the interceptions. 3.3 is better than everyone in terms of interceptions and clearances. A real beast. Also, don't forget, Torino is playing with a 3-man defense, and that can cause also the fact that we see different statistics for the players. 3-man defense is also one that can go easier and faster on the player, because you know that if he's aggressive and he goes up, you still have 2 defenders that are covering him. If you are playing with a 4-4-2 or 4-man defense, it can be a bit different, because you always have the wingers that are, or the fullbacks that are helping there, with the 2 center backs that are staying. So that's a big difference. These are the stats in terms of defense. We can add other ones, like the defensive stats here: clean sheets, goal conceded from inside, outside, and own goals. We can also check the discipline. Yellow cards, red cards, we can check them. Who is aggressive or not. We have the duels. We have a lot of stats here. Mamma mia. Duels, tackles made. Let's go. Last man tackles. Do we have penalty conceded? No. We don't have. Let's see the fouls conceded. I like that. Alright, let's start with this one, because here now we have a lot. And we have really a lot now. So we were speaking about the goals. We already spoke about that. Minutes played, pass at they change everything. Mamma mia, disaster. Attempted passes, we see that Badiashile are playing a lot. 67 attempted passes per 90 minutes. That's a lot. That's really a lot. 56 for De Ligt. You see the tackles made. You see immediately here, Benoit is going with 1.8 tackles made per game. That doesn't mean that he's succeeding in them. Last man tackles, only Gabriel is going with assassin tackles. Last man tackles that are super dangerous, because you can have a red card. Let's see the cards of Gabriel in a second. But I want to read. Ciao Tarek that just joined. Beppe, get me the defender. Marco Mallorca never lost a game. I don't know who's Marco Mallorca, except of the one that we have in our chat. You, Marco, by the way. You never lost a game, but probably also you never played a real professional game. I can be wrong. Pauli Barra, oh my god, first Chelsea fans and now Manchester United fans. Don't you have anything to do? Who's the Manchester United fan? We love that. Guys, let's welcome people. Ciao Sashin. Welcome to the chat. No, we know it. We welcome everyone, except when they start with this comment that we don't like. Sashin, you're welcome. You can join if it's to annoy us and to start with these kind of things like ratio, point, boomer, whatever. Then you have to go away. If you want to discuss about football, you are welcome. Otherwise, we have to compare Maguire, and we will all make jokes about Manchester United. We don't want to make jokes about Maguire. Don't oblige me to make jokes about Maguire. Otherwise, we go to the highlights and flops of Maguire on YouTube, and we will be there for all night long. Please, Sashin. Pay attention what you are doing, Sashin.
Thank you.
Yeah. We don't want to arrive in a point where we have to mock Maguire, because we are respectful here. Don't push the line. Can we continue? We can. Andiamo. Sashin, respectful or out, like you were out in the Champions League. Don't let me put you out of the Champions League again. I know. By the way, that's the problem. I like Manchester United, and then look. I like Manchester United. I have the book here. Big legends. Hey, don't let me talk, otherwise we have some problems. No, Sashin. Tranquillo or out of the Champions League? La Juve. Thank you, Ron Rositano, for the donation. Coming in late. Is there any chance that De Ligt will stay? Yes, there are some chances. I have the feeling he's gone. But the rumors are saying that is not gone yet. Juventus won between 90 and 100 million at the moment, and the problem is that Bayern is offering 65. So 65, there is a gap of at least 25. Will they close it or not? Let's see. I have the feeling he's leaving. The rumors are saying that Juventus talking about the project and so on, they can potentially convince him. What do we have to believe? I don't know. People, you see, Sashi, now the people are laughing. Hey, you pushed the line. Mamma mia, disaster. Ciao ADP, thank you for your donation, my friend. Thank you. Let's put the song. You know it, Rona.
La Juve.
From our boy Di Maria. By the way, Di Maria, ex-Manchester United, didn't play well there. And we have a beast at home. And then we also have Paul Pogba, also him. Manchester United couldn't use them. Can we speak about Juve now? Yes, we can. De Jong doesn't want to join you. Hey guys, no, stop speaking about Manchester United. Bonucci priming with Harry Maguire again. De Ligt is the only Juve player that has his destiny in his hands. Bring 120 million and good luck in your next step. When I heard Manchester United signed Eriksen, my first thought was they are gonna the poor guy kill. No, hopefully not. Hopefully not. We were here. I think I exaggerated a bit with all the stats. Fouls conceded. 0.5 is the best one for Pau Torres. So a clean player. We have. The worst is Bremer. But it is also normal. You saw it when we were speaking about the interceptions, the blocks, the clearances. Really aggressive player, Bremer. And that's absolutely an evidence that he's doing 2.1 fouls per game. That is a lot. It's a lot. 2.1, you can't do that at Juve. That's dangerous. That's really dangerous. Clean sheets. We have 0.4 for Pau Torres and Matthijs de Ligt, the best. You see, Matthijs de Ligt, guys, if you're looking at the stats of Matthijs de Ligt, they are quite good. They are really good. Red cards, 0.1 for Gabriel, 0.1 for Matthijs de Ligt. So if you are looking at total red cards and yellow cards, we see that actually in terms of red cards, they are quite chill players. Yellow cards, 4 for Benoit, 2 for De Ligt, that is a clean player, only 2. 6 for Gabriel, that's a lot. 7 for Bremer, and 5 for Pau Torres. Goal conceded from outside of the box. We see that Matthijs de Ligt, but Juventus conceded a bit too much. 6 goals from outside of the box. Goals conceded from inside the box, 23. 32 for Arsenal, but also the Arsenal is a disaster. So 37 goals conceded, 32 inside the box. When you see the goals conceded by Monaco, they were a lot less, but in the games that they played, only 22 were played. So if you are looking at all these stats, what can we say? Pau Torres is a clean player. Not conceding a lot of fouls. Bremer instead is used to a 3-man defense that is quite aggressive, more aggressive, but when he goes, he's going with a lot of interception. He can read the game, he's really strong in man marking. Otherwise, you see that there are a lot of good stats for Gabriel in terms of minutes play, really great physique, he's never tired, he's playing game in, game out, he's scoring a lot of goals, Gabriel as well, going with a lot of tackles, 50 tackles made, last man tackles, 3 made that are absolutely great. It's the only one that is really going with last man tackles. Fouls conceded, 23, which is not bad. Clean sheets, the most clean sheets for Gabriel, but it's a player playing on the left. What do we see? Pau Torres, Bremer, Gabriel, they are all playing on the left side as a center back. I don't know, guys. Who do we choose? Maguire. Always Maguire. No, not Maguire. beautiful stats, but it doesn't say everything. If Ten Hag has 120 million, then take him for De Ligt. But that's the thing. Thomas, you have to factor in how their teams play. Stats alone can be tricky. Exactly. That's what I was saying. When you are seeing the goals conceded from inside, outside of the box, you have to consider as well how many goals the teams conceded, how they performed their team. If it's a team that was taking a lot of goals or playing a really difficult season, of course, the stats will be different. Of course, the lineups, are they playing in a 3-man defense, 4-man defense? How are they playing? It's really important. So stats are great, but they don't give everything absolutely. According to the stats, Badiashile is good. But Badiashile is good. Paul is not a bad player. Badiashile is a great defender, a great player that had some injuries. We saw it, 17 games missed this season for him. If you are looking, let's put the ID card of the players. You see, all quite young. The oldest one is 25. So you see that the profiles that Juventus are interested in are quite young. De Ligt will be 23 in August, in a few days. But you see that 21, he's the youngest one. 21 years old. For Benoit Badiashile, 194 centimeters. It's the tallest player of all of them. 75, it's tall and a bit skinny. A bit like me. Tall and skinny for Benoit Badiashile, but he has a lot of things to learn. Also, playing at Monaco is not the same as playing as in Juventus. There is a big difference. And here you see that Villarreal, even if they beat Juve, it's totally different playing at Villarreal than playing at Juve. Torino is different than playing at Juve. Arsenal is different than playing at Juve. Even if Arsenal, I have to say, you are playing versus a lot of big teams in Premier League. Manchester City, you are playing versus not United. You're City, you're Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool, you are playing versus a lot of teams. And Benoit is playing in a league that is a bit more easier, probably. So, I am tall and muscular, absolutely. For the defenders, stats can be misleading. They are better for midfielders and attackers. Yeah, it's true. But it's great to see also how much they go with the tackles and so on and so on. From next season, you know that we will go again on Opta, on the Opta stats, and you can really compare. I really love the Opta stats, but it's from when the season starts again. Beppe was talking to Sachin. No worry. Sachin is gone. I put him in timeout. Come back here, and at the end of the season, let's see what a washed club you are. But guys, stop talking. I put him out. He's not there anymore at the moment. So let's focus on Juve. Enzo, I think it will be Pau Torres. Look at the negotiation. Villarreal has a 60 million release clause, and they are asking for 50. Yeah, but why? Because the value of the player is lower than the clause. Because in Spain, they're always obliged to give a clause. It's the law there. So every player has a clause, and that's why he has a clause at 60. David is renewing the membership. Grande David, who is renewing for the how much? Four consecutive month. Grande David. And David is saying, Beppe, sorry for being late. Who is our favorite defender for the okay. So I told you, my problem with De Ligt is playing with Bonucci. Because I need someone that is playing on the left. My dream, and I continue to say, my dream would be to have De Ligt on the right with Koulibaly on the left. Koulibaly is gone. That was my dream. Big defender with leadership, both of them, charisma, experience of Serie A from Koulibaly, with the leadership and also the understanding and experience of Juve from De Ligt. I think they would have been the perfect couple, the perfect duo there. I would love that. But the problem is that Koulibaly is not there. So who can be there? I would love to have a left center back. And if we are talking about that, you look, Bremer is great. Bremer is great. The problem with Bremer is that he's loving to play in a three-man defense. He has 1 year and a half of great season in Serie A, but I don't know if he's able to play at Juventus today in a four-man defense. I'm not sure. I believe he's the strongest one. Look, from all these ones, if you tell me, except of De Ligt, that's my boy. From all of these players, I believe that if I have to do a ranking, except of De Ligt, Bremer would be my favorite one. But I don't know if he's able to play in a four-man defense. I saw him playing a three-man defense. I saw how great he was. Radi saying I only saw Bremer and he's a beast. He contained DV7 that became DV9, but it's correct. I remember the games versus Juve where he was super solid, and not only versus Juve, a lot of games where he was fantastic. The problem is that we don't know how he can be in a four-man defense, and that's something that we have to discover. Pau Torres, we already saw him in a four-man defense with Villarreal. So, Pau Torres would excite me a lot. More than Gabriel. Benoit Badiachile is for the future. But the problem is that we have to think about today. If we really have to think about the future, guys, we have Gatti. The promise is Gatti. It's not Badiachile. Badiachile as well. But the promise, the one that we have to invest to, is Gatti. Not Badiachile. If you have, I don't know, De Ligt, Koulibaly, and behind you have Gatti, Badiachile, I'm okay. I'm okay. You do a rotation, you have 4 really great defenders, 31 year, 22 for De Ligt, and you have already 2 other players that can rotate and can start. Why not? I'm happy. The problem is that who do you start? Bonucci, Badiachile as a starter, with Rugani and Gatti as subs. I don't know. That's the thing. It's not Pau. It's Pau Torres. I like Pau. Any Spanish player at Juventus in the past? Morata. Exceptional and much better than Morata. That's the only question. How many Spanish players? Llorente, Morata. Who can tell me more? Pau Torres. I will adapt my way of saying. Thank you guys for telling me. So who can tell me a bit more Spanish players? We didn't have that much at Juve, but I remember by heart immediately Morata and Llorente. Let me think a bit more. Morata and Llorente. More? No. Yeah, we had only one other player that played in first team. We had 3 players that played in first team as Spanish player. Llorente, Morata, and Del Sol. But Del Sol, guys, we have to go back in 1962. So none of us were born at the time. So we are speaking about years and years ago, and he played a lot, 294 games with Juventus. Otherwise, we had some players like Blanco Moreno, but he played with the youth team, Iago Falque, Marquez, Paul Di Rola, but they never played official games with the first team. Azzurri Juve saying Moreno. Yes, but also him, they never played an official game. They played some friendly. Remember that beautiful goal in the tourney in USA? That was crazy. And Di Rola for Marcello that is there. Yeah, it's true. So in total, 10 Spanish players played for Juve. Only 3 of them played official games with Juventus. So not a lot. So it was a really great comment from Gravo. From Gravo. It's still the birthday of Danilo. It doesn't change. Still the birthday of Danilo. At the moment, no other news on the Telegram group. Do we have other news in on internet, on Twitter? I don't know. Let me check if we have something new that I didn't tell yet. Meanwhile, guys, the power of the shirt, mamma mia. It's incredible. It is incredible. Incredible. What a shirt. What a shirt. But that's not why we are here. Huh? So, the birthday of Romeo Agresti. Yesterday. Now it's too late. So for the people that are not living in Europe, it's still the birthday of Agresti. Look at that. When he was on the channel. Grande Romeo. Grande Romeo. But that's not why we are here. We wanted to check about the... where is it? Here. Come on, guys. Notifications. Here. Do we have some news that I didn't read yet? Let me check. Molina is about to close with Atletico Madrid. Bernardeschi will go to Toronto tomorrow. Not a lot. Today is a really calm day. This was the player. Kim Min-jae. Kim Min-jae. He will go to Rennes instead of Napoli. Napoli in the mud. They will go for Acerbi probably. They will go to Acerbi. Hey, there is nothing. Guys, there is nothing today. Today is zero news. Zero news. Daniel Maldini will go to Verona. Option to buy to Verona. But there is nothing really special. Today, by the way, Gazzetta, they were thinking that Pellegrini was trying to convince Zaniolo to stay. Mamma mia, disaster. Gazzetta dello Sport are crazy. We have a donation, guys. We have a donation. A beautiful message, probably, from our friend...
La Juve.
From Mohamed Youssef, who's saying thank you for the donation, Mohamed. Solid defense require long experience playing together. Different than attacking players, this position need players who stay long. De Ligt isn't the one. Danilo will play center back with only one new center back coming. I agree with the first part. That indeed, and especially with teams like Allegri, you need cohesion, you need players that understand themselves playing in that back role. I totally agree with that. De Ligt staying would have been his 4th year, so why not? That's great. The problem is he might leave, so we need some players there. Danilo, guys, last year we were already speaking about Danilo testing as a center back. Why not? But we still are in the same problem. Danilo is a right foot player that always played right back. At Manchester City, he played a bit as a left back. It's true. Is he a player that we see as our duo center back today? I love Danilo. I love Bonucci, but I don't see them together. Then if you tell me, Beppe, we have to go for, I don't know, Pau Torres and Danilo, today I don't know. I don't see them as our starting. I would not be reassured. I have been reassured since 2011. Even before, I was reassured. Guys, we had Cannavaro, we had Ferrara, Montero, BBC, Barzagli, Bonucci, Chiellini. We had a lot of great defenders. And for the first time, I start to panic a bit about our defensive line. So I'm scared because Danilo, Bonucci, I don't know if it might work. Bonucci will not go on the left side. Never. He will not play there. He tried a bit and it's not working there. Danilo as a center back, yes, but then with someone experienced and strong. Is Pau Torres the experienced and strong player that can play next to Danilo? No. Can he play next to Bonucci? Yes. You see the difference? Louis Pace is telling me, Beppe, it looks like you are doing again a long video. I said no. Thuram. Boom song. Boom song. Luciano. La Juve, la Juve.
La Juve.
You know it, guys. La Juve, la Juve. Again.
La Juve.
Is it possible to keep De Ligt Strasdas? Is it possible to keep De Ligt and also buy Pau Torres? Well, if we are speaking about quantity of players, last year we had Chiellini, Bonucci, Rugani, De Ligt. 4. Was it enough? No. Especially when we saw that Chiellini played only 20 games and Bonucci was also injured for a long part. So it was not enough. Now, if you are looking quantity, we see that Chiellini left and Gatti replaced him. So we were 4, we are 4. With the idea that now this season Danilo could potentially play as a center back. So you are actually putting a bit more quantity in the center backs. But the problem is that De Ligt might leave. If De Ligt stays, I don't believe that Juventus will go with 50 or 60 million for Pau Torres. I don't believe that. Then we go for a cheaper solution, maybe finding an agreement for Bremer and going for Bremer in January. That would be ideal. I know it's not Pau, it's Pau Torres. So the ideal thing would be, I believe, you keep De Ligt motivated. Guys, De Ligt staying will be motivated. Huh? That's something I can guarantee you. You know why? There is a World Cup. And at the moment, he's fighting for a starting role. It's not like Bonucci or Chiellini that were not playing with Juve because of small injuries or whatever, and they were sure to play as a starters the Euros. No, De Ligt is still not a confirmed starter at the Netherlands. So he needs to give 110% if he wants to convince the coach of the Netherlands that he's the player that needs to start the World Cup. It's not the Euro, by the way, it's the World Cup. So, you see, I believe in a motivated De Ligt. When I saw him smiling, putting the picture, I have zero hesitation that if he stays, that we are great. So, starting the season, Bonucci, De Ligt, Gatti, Rugani, and Danilo that can come whenever we need. In January, we go for Bremer. De Ligt starts on the right. Bremer goes on the left. Why not? But will Inter wait until there? That's the big risk. That's the big risk. Why am I speaking about January for the people that just joined? It's because in January he has a release clause of 15 million euro. That is really, really cheap. Now, Cairo, he wants 40 or 50 million. That's a lot. That's really a lot. Thank you, Mohammed, for your really great comment. Thank you for your donation, my buddy. Guys, we will round up. 1 hour and 10. We compared the defenders. Let me know in the chat after the talk of 1 hour, and I know we are still 300 people. Which is now your... Did you change your mind? Which is your preferred defender? Keeping De Ligt, going for Bremer immediately. Do you want Gabriel? Do you want Rugani as a starter? Who do you want? Let me check your feeling. No. Sisman, Bonucci is not injury prone. Bonucci had a season of injuries. After a season of Euro and so on. Injury prone means you play and you have always the risk. You are always scared that you will have injuries, that you have multiple injuries per season in a lot of recorded season. So it means like the last 3 years you had several. This is not injury prone. Bonucci had an injury season. Now, it's true, he was 30, now he starts to be really old, so the injuries will come more and more probably with the age. The minutes will be lower, the games played will be less. But injury prone, it's different. Using the word injury prone is not for Bonucci yet. So what are you saying, guys? Sell De Ligt now. Ooh. You cash in. Financially, you cash in. Akanji and Bremer. Akanji, guys, I'm not sure about Akanji. I want to see Juve winning the Champions League final this season. I love that. Me too. Even if I'm not sure that will happen, and I keep putting the I keep putting the Champions League badge, guys. I keep putting the Champions League, guys. Pogba, Champions League. Here you have Chiellini with the Serie A for Chiellini and Pogba. Beautiful, huh? Yeah, beautiful. Rugani Gatti as starters. That would be really beautiful. For the 4th of August when we play the game, the friendly game in family. Beppe, Nikos Kira said that the close wasn't for January but started in July. No, it's in January, but maybe you're correct that the close is in January, but probably it's buying in January and then he can leave the season after. Yeah, probably that's the only thing I was hesitant. So thank you, Calixto, for confirming. But the close is from January, 15 million. Then maybe you buy him and he stays 6 more months at Torino. Can be. That's more realistic, of course. Bremer plus De Ligt. Philip Rosari saying sell De Ligt, use the money to buy Zaniolo, Molina and Gabriel. But Molina is too late now, Philip? It's too late. Who's Juventus? Here. Pau and De Ligt will be great. Stavros, keep Pembe with De Ligt as a pair if De Ligt stays. Or Pau, Torres and Akanji Milenkovic if De Ligt leave. Injury prone means Ramsey. Yeah. Yes. Even if for Ramsey, I believe we have to go with a new word because you know, when there is the line, he went a bit over the line. That's exaggerated. He's never playing. Ciao Gera. Next season could be the last one for Bonucci. I believe 2 more years. Koundé, that's it, Koundé. Jamie, give me a bit of money and then I go myself to Sevilla taking Koundé. Cecilia, how many jerseys do you have? I have a lot. Just, you know that for the new season I have already 3. I have the Pogba, 3. I have the Chiellini, I have the Pogba, and I have the Chiesa 22 for my son in a size small. So already 3, both 3 already. And soon the away is beautiful, guys. The away is beautiful. I'm hesitant if I go for the away with Pogba again or for the away with Di Maria, or waiting maybe until the end of the Mercato. Look at the away, by the way. It's nice, huh? The away is beautiful. It's really beautiful. The Pau. I know it's not the Pau, it's Pau. Pau Torres. That's what I said as well. That's why I didn't compare him in these ones, because I know he will go there. I know he will go to Chelsea. Chelsea is going full power. They lost Christensen and Rudiger for free. They have the money, so voila. Please, not more shirts. I know, Nineb. I know. But it's an addiction. Then it's my fault. I will take the responsibility. Away Di Maria or Rugani. Any of the names are at Juve level. I'm worried. Are or are not? I will get away for Vlahovic or Chiesa. Caio Jorge as Vlahovic. The problem is for Caio is it's the same as Chiesa, even worse than Chiesa. And the problem with Chiesa, you know what kind of player you have. Caio Jorge, we don't know. It's a question mark. Hopefully for the kid, he will not have a destiny like Piazza. Disaster. Poor kid. I'm sad about that. I'm really, really sad about that. De Ligt, Torres, Bonucci could be scary. Yeah, could be, but we don't have them. But Zaniolo, I believe yes. When, I don't know, but I expect a big sale. Attenzione. I have a feeling the Mercato is not over. Before, guys, Sebastiano, Write it down on a paper that I said it today on the 14th of July at 1 hour and 15 minutes before the end of the month. I'm not even speaking about the end of the Mercato. Huh? Before the end of the month of July, there will be a surprise. Will it be De Ligt that will be sold? Because that's a big one, huh? Or something else, but there will be a big surprise. I feel it. Marvin, don't write it in the chat, write it on a paper. And if it happens, you contact me and you tell me, Beppe, you remember in that video you said it. I feel it. Before the end of the month. Let's see. Ciao Anthony Francesco, I didn't say your name today. I believed since the beginning that De Ligt would stay this summer. It was way too fast to figure out. I also believe he does resign with an 80 million release clause. But he will leave eventually. Nah, but it depends, Marvin. It depends where you are. Now we are the 15th of July here, but some people it's still the 14th. So we started the live on the 14th of July. That's why. I like your feeling, Ninib. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know what or who, but it will happen. Guys, this was it. We spoke a lot about defenders. I appreciate it. I kept it. 1 hour 17. Great live. By the way, this morning in the video, I don't know if you saw it, I started with a different intro. Some people already wrote that they liked it. Let me know if we have to continue to do it. So if you didn't see it, watch the video of this morning. This morning I was quite late. I have to admit I was super late today. But I made something special as an intro. For it's like 40 seconds, 1 minute of intro. If you didn't watch it, let me know in the comment if you like it, if I have to continue to do this kind of intro or not. Jacob, he saw it and he said, I liked it, Beppe, as a preview. Buonanotte and buonanotte. Buonanotte to Aldo, who say I liked it. Sylvain, grande Sylvain. Lester, that loved it as well. A lot of saw it already. Yeah. Thank you, home. Hornet Instinct, thank you, buonanotte Sebastiano, buonanotte Filippo Rosada, Pauli Ibarra, Bianconeri FC, Sebastiano Juve, Neven, Antonio Velcianovski, F9 Mancello, they saying Bon Nuit, Rad, Al-Harbi, hey guys, I see small today. Yeah, I told you, I feel bad. I can't even pronounce your names. Marian, Strasdas, Tyler Z, Jacob Faruzza, Anthony Francesco, Marvin, Nini Baranto, Samuel Scano, Neven, Taha S. Ciao a tutti, forza Juve. And you know what? We will finish also this time with
La Juve.